welcome back. In this one we're going to be having a look at the outro section to Sir Psycho Sexy by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's some of Frusciante's best work on that whole album, I think. It's so cool. The chord progression's brilliant and the little noodly bits he puts in between are just sublime. So it's a bit of a challenging one, so I thought we'd just do this one section. We'll do the rest of it at some other point, do not worry. So let's dive right in, shall we, with the chords. So, slowly. Round, okay, so that's the basic bit, right? You could do that, but the key is the noodly parts, isn't it? I mean, they're just lush. He mixes this up quite a lot, but I'll show you 2 times round pretty much what he does on the album. So that's the kind of rhythmic bit you can use for the first bar. So it's down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down. Then you go to your E flat or D sharp, right? And here's where we put our first fill in. So it's down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Nice and easy. Honestly, I wouldn't really worry about the rhythm parts. I would just make note of where the noodly bits come in. Then you're going to play... which is cool. 6/8, slide up to the 10th fret, then you play, which is part of that chord, right? You're playing, but with that little walking line, right? And then you're walked back down to be able to put your first finger on the 6th fret on the low E for the next root note. Okay, so the second one's very similar. So the phrasing is just subtly different. You've got 2, 3, 2, 3. All right. So slowly. For that one, you're going to go in with an upstroke, right? And again with the chords, generally goes for the root note, and then you can apply the rest of your fingers, right? It's a bit easier then, because you're hitting the root note, and then you can, you know, your fingers can catch up for the rest of the chord, right? And so that one is up, down, then a grace note slide from the 8th fret to the 10th, 8th fret on the next string up, and then a slide down from the 10th to the 8th. Then we've got, again, subtly different, but you're doing the same thing as you were here. Okay? But you play, so you're starting on the 7th fret this time, right? Rather than here where you're playing, you know, the root and then moving. Alright, so that is just, it comes in on the 3rd beat, so exactly the same kind of thing, all right? Then you've got, the next one comes in a little bit sooner because you've got to get in there, you've got to get in that little stab, right? All right. Lovely that. we could fret the C minor down here and then move here for there, because that is definitely easier to do there. So anyway, let's wind back to the G sharp. So that's very slowly. So 4th fret, 6th fret slid up to the 8th, 6th fret on the next string up, and I'm using my little finger here all the time because I just find it loads easier. And when you get to this part, I'm playing this on the tip of my finger, and then I'm just flattening my finger to play the D sharp, right? And then my little finger can fill out the rest for that stab. Fret the C minor and just aim for a little bit of arpeggiation. And then I'd slide up to here and play like that, which is cool. And then you're nearly there, right? You've got... He might be playing this with his thumb over the top, actually. So that is just 3/8 notes, and then you do some picking. And then a little hammer on while you're playing the major shape. Now, then he goes up here actually, and he plays a C shape. Like that, and then he adds his little finger on the 10th fret on the E string. And that's definitely what I heard on the album version. The rest of the time he goes down to the G here. Which you could do anyway, right? You could just play. Second time's tricky because he starts playing this. And then... So those first 2 bars. And then you're just going to play... It's quite quick though. 8, 10 and then full bend. Little finger tucked in behind for the E string, 10th fret. And then you return that bend and pull off to the 8th fret. Then you've got half step bend this time with a little pull off to the 8th fret. Next fill's cool. Little triplet. That's cool. So it's 8th to the 10th fret, and then the 8th fret on the A string, and then you've got a very quick. Next bit's brilliant as well, but it's quite tricky. Quite quick. So those two together are brilliant. Such good playing, isn't it? God, can't believe how young he was when he was doing all this. So here we go. Then you've got slide from the 7th to the 9th. Play that little part of the chord, and then another pull off from the 9th to the 7th, and then the 9th fret on the A. So that, and then you repeat that twice. Again, I'm using my little finger there. I just like to. You might find it easier with your 3rd finger though. So those again slowly. Down to the G sharp. And there's a little slide from the 6th fret to the 8th fret there. So let's try and play it through.